Hello guys, so today I'm gonna be showing you how to download and install Visual Studio Code to compile C++ on your Windows 10 PC. So first you're gonna go to the browser, then you'll go to WinLibs, and here you'll find all kinds of MinGW, a GCC compiler. You need a GCC compiler to compile your C++ codes. So you're gonna download the new release versions, whatever you find. Today is 9/3/2022. You might find higher versions in the future. So today I'm going to be downloading 12.2.0 GCC compiler LLVM CLang 14.0.6. so you're gonna download Windows 64 version. If you're on a 64-bit operating system, you'll download Windows 34 or 32 version if you're on a 32-bit operating system. So to download, you're gonna go to click zip archive, and you'll choose the directory you want to download, and then click save. For me, I already have this in my directory, software programming. So this is the downloaded version of WinLibs. I just downloaded WinLib 86. So now you're gonna double click it. You need to have a GIF extractor to extract this file, and you're gonna extract it to your Windows main folder, where you're gonna be compiling your codes. So you're gonna select extract to, and then select Windows main folder, which basically named like Windows 10 C for all the PCs. So you're gonna be extracting there. For me, I already have it extracted. After extracting, the file will look something like this, MinGW64. You're gonna get into that. You're gonna get into bin, and here you will see all the files that are needed to compile C++, all the directories and libraries, all kinds of compilers. They are all here. For instance, here is C++, C++ Flint, CLang, CLang++, and after a little down we have G++, GCC. These are all needed for C++ compiling. So here what we are gonna do is to you're gonna get into this something writing. Wherever you are gonna copy it, this will show something like Windows 10 MinGW bin. You're gonna double click it and you'll show this. You're gonna copy this, and then you're gonna go to environment variables. You need to set the environment variables to correctly compile your C++ code. So you're gonna go to Windows 10 main panel, Windows 10 search panel. Is on the start menu and search for env, and it will show something like edit the system environment variables. You're gonna open that. You're gonna go to so it will open a system, like it will open a panel like this, system properties. It will say so you're gonna go to environment variables. You're gonna go to system variables. Here is system variables. You're gonna see the path. You're gonna enter the path, and you'll see something like this. So if you're new, you're gonna select new. For me, I already have this pasted. After you paste it, will show you something like this. So let me show you how to paste it. You're gonna click new, and you're just gonna paste that directory. Alright. For me, I'm not gonna do this because I already have this. After you paste it, it will see something like this: cminu/bin. So after that, you click OK, and to check if you have done it right, you're gonna go to command prompt, which is cmd, and you're gonna search for g++ version, and it will show you something like this. And this is the current version I'm using, 12.2.0. You're gonna see your version, whatever you are using. So if you don't see this writing, that means you have done something wrong. You need to do it from beginning again. And if you see this writing, that means you have done it correctly, and it's time to move to the next stage. And in the next stage, you're gonna download the Visual Studio, go to your browser. For that, you're gonna go to your browser and you're gonna go to http Visual Studio code, and you're gonna scroll down and you'll see still not sure which tool is best for you, we can help. And you're gonna check the C++ and download Visual Studio. You're gonna be downloading Community 2022. You don't have to download Professional or Enterprise because they are paid versions. Community will do just fine. You're gonna click Community version and the download will automatically start. You're gonna choose your directory wherever you want to save it and then save. For me, I already have this in my directory, which is software programming, and this is the file just got downloaded. This file which is just which will be downloaded after you save it, and you click it and you install it. I hope everyone can do that. And just next install, and after you install this, it will show something like this, Visual Studio installer. And after you launch it, it will download something. Let it download. It will take some moment, and after the download is complete, the Visual Studio will look something like this. Don't open that. Open the download portion, which will show a logo like download, and you're gonna go get into modify and make sure you have this checked, desktop development C++. We don't need the mobile development C++, that's extra. And you make sure this is checked for you, desktop development C++. And if it's checked, then it's time to check if you have downloaded, if you have installed Visual Studio 2022 correctly. For that, you need to go to the start menu and you're gonna see something like this. After you have installed Visual Studio 2022, it will show something like developer PowerShell VS 2022 or developer command prompt VS 2022. You can go to either. We're gonna go to developer command prompt 2022, and here you're gonna search for cl.exe. And if you see these writings, which will show your version 19.33 point something for 86, if you see this writing, that means you have done it correctly. If you don't see this writing, you need to do it again correctly from the beginning. So if you see this writing, that means it's time to move to the next stage. And then we are going to be downloading the Visual Studio code. For that, you're going to go to your browser and you're gonna search for you're gonna go to http vscodedownload.com, visualstudio.com/download, and you're gonna see something like this. Again, I'll be giving all the links in my description, so no worry. And you're gonna be seeing Windows on for Linux and on for Mac. As we are using the Windows operating system, we're gonna be downloading for Windows 10, and you're gonna be using user installer. If you want to use the zip installer, you can install the zip installer. You don't have to download the system installer, which will take time. You just download the user installer, which is if you run a 64-bit operating system, you go for 64-bit, and then you click and you again choose the directory, save, and you're gonna go to your directory where you saved. For me, I have downloaded it here, and you're gonna click it, and you will see something like this, and then I accept agreement and next install. After installing, you'll run the Visual Studio code for the first time, and it will show something like this page. You'll see something like this page. After you see this page, it's time to go download the extensions that is needed for compiling C++. So you'll go to the extensions, which is something look like this, is like a square. So you'll click here and you'll search for C++, and it will show something like this, C++ extension pack and C++. You need to go here, and you'll have to download it. You'll have to install it, and after installing correctly, this will show this extension is enabled globally. It will show this, If you don't see this, you have some kind of problem, so you need to do it again. And you will also need the C++ extension pack to download this both, and create an workspace for Visual Studio Code, which will look something like this. It is a Visual Studio workspace. So for creating workspace, you'll have to go to your directory where you have unzipped the folder of MinGW. The MinGW is under the main folder, which is Windows 10, and these all folders are under Windows 10. So I basically suggest you to open an workspace in Documents folder and Documents folder. Just open a new folder and just give it some name. And you're gonna click the folder and open with code. After you open with code, it will say, do you trust the author of this file? And just show that yes, I authored this file. I trust the author of this file, and it will say new folder. This is your new folder, and you'll just open a new file, and you'll say main.cpp, and this is where you write your code. For me, I already have this. And I'll show you that. So it will show something like this. And to run this code, which will be after that, if you gotta go to the terminal, and you're gonna go to configure task, and after you go to configure task, it will show something like this: C++ exe build active file, C++ clang exe, cpp build file, g++ exe active file. So you're gonna go to C++ g++ exe active file, and you're gonna click that, and it will show you something like this. If you see something like this, that means your program is just fine and it's ready for C++ code compiling. If you don't see like this, you'll have to do it again. So if you see this again, that means your compiler is ready to compile your codes and you're ready for some coding. So that's it, guys. See you in the next video.